That's enough music. We don't have much time. Screw 5 minutes. Hello? Surprised? Yeah, me too. Everyone loving their impromptu streams, so why not do one myself? Imagine setting up an entirely unplanned stream in 20 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Fancy seeing you all here. What's up? Shouldn't you be in bed? Shouldn't I be in bed? Nah. Nah. We don't do that here. If you're currently in the dark and or using dark mode, I might warn you this is a flashbang. Because it's currently white. This is chat overlapping slightly again. Give me full screen. It is. Okay. Let's steal 10 pixels. Perfect. So, as an explanation, there is no explanation. I'm also not even gonna bother trying to somehow fit this into the Nooklet cinematic universe. This is just me being bored and wanting to play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, even though it's not Absol Thursday. But then again, there might be a slight explanation. This isn't normal Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky. This is the ROM hack Explorers of Skies, like in plural. Like someone took Best Mystery Dungeon Game and made it even better by adding Fairy type, including Sylveon. And other nice quality of life features from newer Mystery Dungeon games, like the quick access menu to all your moves, switching the control of the player to all of your other party Pokemon, and stuff like that. So yeah, considering that it's been a while since I played the original Sky, like myself, of course, there's Tsuki streaming it randomized. But other than that, considering it's been a while since I played that, myself, incredible artwork. I've been intrigued by the concept of someone taking the game and making it even better. Because especially with the newest of Mystery Dungeon games that I played recently, / ongoing, Super Mystery Dungeon and Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, you really are actively reminded at every corner that Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky is just the best Mystery Dungeon game. Change my mind, you won't. Also, yeah, there, credits. That's the person who made the ROM hack. It's also the person who somehow messed up this piece of text. but I think you can still read the gist of it. The purpose of this hack is to increase difficulty and add quality of life changes, all while keeping the experience as vanilla as can be. So yeah, supposedly the game is more difficult now. Which I don't know if it needed that, because it's already a walking random number generator, and depending on how much luck you have, it can be as hard or as easy as you want. But we are all here for the quality of life adjustment. Also, I haven't tested this beyond character selection. So, we can have a little jank. A treat, probably, maybe, who knows. I mean, personally I did not, but I guess my family usually does, which is why they want me to develop a storage management system, so we always know what we currently have at home and what we don't on the go. Yes. If you dink donk, you get bonked. That's the rule. No, I don't like parties. No, you should never blame other people for your own faults. No, I don't want to be famous. That sounds like work. And we are again at the point where I have to question who came up with these answers. Like, all of them are just bad. Get embarrassed. Yeah, okay. Sure, you can get embarrassed. I meant to do that is looking for an excuse, which means you're still embarrassed, but you're trying to play it over. And again, just means you're fucking up constantly. How about just I don't give a damn as long as I'm wearing socks? That one I can answer truthfully and honestly. I just say nothing. And of course, as in every other Pokemon game, I shall play female character. For reasons we will see. Oh, what a nice color. Actually, my favorite color. The Brave type. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, look. It's her again. I may or may not have already forgotten, but haven't we already gotten a female Charmander in DX on the initial quiz? Like, it's consistent. But how about we take the only true choice? Just a perfectly normal Litten TM. Also, there you go, and have some actual game audio. That's some real funky weather they have there. What is this, Ireland? Okay, so it's consistent. Apparently I'm getting the same results despite answering different questions in different games. It's like the game tried to tell me something. Maybe. Like, who knows what I actually am deep down? I never dared look there. This place scares me. Also look, it's Tsuki looking at Pokemon feet again. And how convenient of this Eevee to just bring a rock. I'm sure we can chuck it at a Pokemon to deal good damage. Man, it's so weird to see the actually intended Pokemon where they are supposed to be. This surely is a weird timeline, isn't it? Oh hey look, it's a dead Pokemon. No, she's just asleep. Don't worry. Pokemon can't die, they just faint. absolutely no clue. Last time I checked, we were still in a completely different game. All sploofed on the ground. She was just taking a nap. You know, it's a nice sunset, sunrise. I don't know what time is it actually in the game currently. All the nice bubbles flowing around. The calm sea breeze. Who wouldn't want to take a nap? Indeed. Soft and warm sand. You're not a human, silly. You're a totally normal Absol. Every person's wish come true. Waking up one day having turned into an Absol. The greatest of blessings in life, truly. My name? Whatever could be my name. Pause over there and Discord being sus and making you confusion. I'm the sus one here. I have the monopoly. And I do not remember giving them a license to be sus. Also, just look at those sprites. I'm all for technical advancements. I'm all for games turning 3D and properly blockbuster movie animations. But we don't really have gotten that blockbuster movie levels of animation. We've just gotten some jank and weirdly broken models. So I'll take this cute bunch of 16. That's 16 by 16. That looks like more, but this small little tiny bundle of sprites. It's just perfect. That's not a chicken, that's an Eevee. It's like their fourth wall breaking. Also, I don't remember. It's been such a long while since I played this game and the opening. Have there always been 3 options? Or is this part of the ROM hack? There's always been 3 options. Okay, cool. And off we go. Now that's some fancy icons. They're all colored and everything. However, the better question is, what exactly was my key bindings? That seems to be Y, that seems to be X, A and B. L and R, probably those two. Wait and heal, turn on the spot. That will take some getting used to. And we have normal auto attacks that deal absolutely nothing. Oh, we actually have some, like, actual moves. Like, Scratch is good. At least better than Tackle. Where do you think you're splashing off to? Reject modernity. Return to sprite. Yes. Ah, yeah, right. Now I remember. They didn't make it so you can actively switch to who the leader is, but you can turn off automatic, well, turns. So that every member of your party, for every turn, you get to do all their moves. That's how it was. I'm pretty sure if I turn this off, now we get to control Eevee. What moves do you have? Helping Hand. Now, was my theory correct? Is that X? That is X. Okay, good. Wow, even Absol levels faster than Eevee. No, actually, no, they level equally fast right now. I would have been surprised if Absol's level curve would be better than Eevee's. Though then again, usually you don't normally encounter a low-level Absol, so I don't know how her low-level EXP curve actually is. That's rude. Pretty sure in this quote-unquote generation, Leer and stuff did not affect the whole room, did it? Enemy in front. No, it just affects a single target right in front of you. Hey guys, it's us again. Missed us? Been like 30 seconds. Oh, look, Eevee has now been promoted to Big Chicken. Suki, I think they know. I think they might know. Okie dokie. Let me just quickly switch to manual mode. And now I shall move over here. Now I shall move helping hand. Now I shall look at you menacingly. Shouldn't make any difference now, should it? And now, tackle. And a scratch. You are out of range, so we just helping hand again. Missed me. How about I just move out of range and use another helping hand? You know, all the stat boosts. Now we faint. And now they dead. See? That's how boss fights are fun. Sure, the AI improved slightly in modern generations, like your companions go out of their way to get items in range in the room. They automatically move in a ranged position for ranged attacks and stuff. But how about just letting the player do all the strategizing? Like proper turn-based combat. Instead they remove the 4th team member slot. Being all like, well, if there's less characters to control, nobody can complain about not controlling them, huh? Also, I just love it how perfectly out of place Absol always looks in all these scenarios. Like it's a tiny little Eevee. A Zubat of all Pokemon. Like, you know, the thing you normally run into the first cave 100 times, wishing to remove it from the game entirely because it serves no purpose other than to annoy you. And a Smogon, which I too don't really remember as being that fearsome a Pokemon. And then there's just this big Absol standing there being like, I'm just observing, you go on ahead, you deal with your kindergarten problems. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate Absol's sprites? Observe the wiggle, you say? Appreciate the wiggle, appreciate the sprites. Well, that reminds me of something. Let me just quickly search for something. Because obviously I had to further modify the ROM, make Absol a starter, and give Absol all the necessary sprites needed to have the proper animations, so that not the same thing happens as with the example given a certain Moltres that just breaks apart entirely in most altercations because it only has like 3 sprites for the one in-battle encounter you are supposed to ever have with it, not all the story cutscenes. Like, you know, falling asleep at the dinner table, that kind of stuff. And it turns out there are multiple available sprite sets. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe they are for different generations of Mystery Dungeon games. But there's one that's called Starter and one that I already forgot. I think it's Standard, which has more sprites for more scenarios, but apparently that kinda breaks the game. So, copy, paste. If you ever wonder what happens to Absol's quote-unquote sit animation in the first scene where everything's working, she's, you know, taking a nice little nap. If you ever wondered what happens to the sit animation if you use the wrong sprite set, that happens. The wiggle is eternal. Also, question, looking at the sliders on OBS and comparing them to where they usually are sitting, is the game a bit quiet? Nobody ever said this thing looks like junk. Shiny rocks with a mystical engine scribbling on it usually are very powerful and not junk. Maybe just a tiny little smidge. So if I go from -11 to -8, would that be enough of a smidge? Good, good. And oh, little Evie, if only you'd know. If only you knew. Insert hydration excuse joke. Now Blue can't even be bothered to actually come up with any excuses anymore. Just trying to drown me for no reason. I mean, apparently you do. You know, Absol is getting recruited out of the blue. Someone has to help you get to 0.25 liters of hydration. Yes, but actually no. I'm a grown-up, I can look after myself. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have made it this far in life. Ah, that's what this option means. Well, feeling brave as an Eevee is good, because I vividly remember that originally back in the actual base game, Eevee usually has the ability Run Away, which is annoying to say the least. And so we upgraded our rescue team to an exploration team. Then again, that actually does not sound like an upgrade. Like, exploring is cool and stuff, yes, you go out, you find treasures, riches and fortune. You become famous. But a rescue team, on the other hand, helps people. Like, you know, it rescues them when they're in danger. And so, Irina and Serena formed an exploration team. This turned out to be their very first step into many fantastic realms of adventure that awaited their arrival. Game, don't spoil everything, that's rude. Very rude. What if people didn't know yet that there are adventures in this adventure game? Would you like to save? Yes. Adventures in your adventure game? Yes. Imagine actually receiving what it says on the box. I don't know what's supposed to be odd about this place. It certainly couldn't be the giant Wigglytuff face that makes up the roof of the building that's staring right at you, or the many stapled Pokemon heads that make up the totems to the left and right and are certainly not used for satanic rituals. We'll be fine. creepy dark hole from which someone is shouting at you. I don't know about that one. Yes, feet. Exactly. That's what you usually see when you're looking from below. What? Maybe you have no clue. You're fired. Exactly, it's your job. You just failed at your job. You're fired. You should have studied Bulbapedia a bit more. And look, now this part of dialogue actually makes sense, because it is true that you don't see any Absols in these parts. I'm pretty sure most of the other Pokemon that you can choose are far more common. And now we are led into some dingy underground dungeon. Yay. Also now everyone who doesn't know, because they only watched Suki's randomized playthrough, this is what this annoying Pokemon is supposed to be. Maybe now it makes a bit more sense as to why everyone hates it. And why it's so fitting that it turns into a Sunkern. Of course you didn't. Fancy seeing you here, Oz. Suki was just talking about how suspicious you are. Now we are led even further down into the dingy dungeon. This feels more and more like a scam, if you ask me. Naming is actually easy if you always use the same name. Defense, scarf and yellow bow. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I never paid too much attention to this. Is the item you get as the second starting item, the bow, does it always have the same color as the one you get assigned after the quiz? Okay, hope whatever you have to do isn't poisoned. Those two items are special. Well, okay, now that we have secluded that the bow item is actually special because it is effectively tied to your personality quiz, what about the defense scarf is special? Based off the color you set your DS to, you can set a color on your DS. I wouldn't know. Never saw that option. But hey, apparently it is already set to my favorite color, so I am absolutely not complaining. Sadly, apparently the nodding animation is offset by 1 pixel, but not really much I can do about that. And now we get to look at completely dead tired Absol again. Yes, most every one of Eevee's sprites is absolutely adorable. It's like proper pixel art is actually amazing. Or something. I wouldn't know. I'm no artist. You're an Absol, silly. You have always been an Absol, silly. That, however, I cannot answer you yet. Would you like to save? Yes, please. I don't do art, I just do image editing. I take stuff that already exists and make changes. I couldn't even draw a proper stick figure if my life depended on it from scratch. Dude, please turn off your caps lock. No need to shout at me. Why are you still asleep? Well, because sleep is good. Sleep is great. I can absolutely recommend it. Oh, no shit that you're loud. But you're more blue than red. I don't know about that one. Ah, that lovely moment when you oversleep. And then you remember that you have something important to do, and immediately you are wide awake. As if nothing ever happened. Like, oh yeah, shit, we signed up here. We have to work. So every day, no. Not necessarily. I don't know what you are doing with your life if you always almost oversleep and always have something important to do that makes you snap wide awake. Like, at one point or another, I'm pretty sure you're doing something wrong if it's an everyday occurrence. Like, either you should run out of important things to do, or you should get used to waking up on time. Words of wisdom. I have seen a dog of wisdom say more than that. Also, again, pretty sure I mentioned the exact same thing back in Suki's stream back at the time. Why would you run away and pay? Like, that's the opposite. Either you pay or you try to run away from taxes. So about how many steps are we allowed to take forward before we get interrupted? What if we just walk back to sleep? Aww. Excuse me, I'm pretty sure we are not beginners. I'm pretty sure I've done this before, once or twice. In another life. Oh my god. The master of hydration actually gonna hydrate himself? What is this weird timeline? Well, anyway, hope your hydration isn't poisoned. Oh hey look, there are mystery dungeons in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It does look amazing, Tsuki, yes. Good job. See, you're an artist. You can make great images from scratch. All I can do is take your images and edit them. Also, once again, I am confused. Has this initial quest dialogue always been this long, and has it always specifically mentioned a quote-unquote brutal 6th floor? Or is this part of the ROM hack that's supposed to make the game harder, so they added something to floor 6 or something? But if I think about the term artist, I think of people who draw either with a pencil, a digital pen, or a brush. Though brush would even be painter, not artist. I'm not thinking about people sitting on their PC marking areas and pressing Ctrl X and Ctrl V. Okay, so this part might have changed. So we shall look out for the 6th floor. Gotcha. Even Chatot himself doesn't know. He's confused. What do they mean brutal 6th floor? Well, the game might have a new brutal 6th floor, but I have a new brutal Absol. So we'll be fine. Apparently both Eevees and Absol's nodding sprite are offset by 1 pixel forward, so it literally just looked like in nodding agreement they had butted each other, which is quite funny. Anyway, oh yeah, right, automatic mode. I don't want to have to make every turn myself. And since this Eevee does not know refresh yet, and I'm not even sure if it learns refresh, I shall have to pick up berries. Oh yeah, also, boosts defense, that sounds good. Boosts everything, that sounds perfect. Cat headbutts of affection, yes. Because with enough creativity, actually both Eevee and Absol might qualify as cats to some extent. I guess. Maybe that's just wishful thinking of the cat girl simp over here. Oh, what the hell is that? Why is the seed blue? Pretty sure all the seeds in this game were yellow. Have they color coded them so you can easier differentiate them? Which would make sense, like a lot of sense. Excuse me, pick that up. Also, wasn't there... Oh, that was diagonal movement. Gotcha. I come here so I can smack you. Good job, I guess. Now die. And of course... Stairs are up here. Sure, use helping hand on yourself. I'm sure that's how it works. And we immediately level up again. Or at least Irina levels up again. Sand attack. On the one hand, actually inflicts damage on the target. The lower the user's HP, the greater the damage. No, actually Flail might not be too bad after all. Helping Hand is good. So the question is, do we swap Tail Whip for Sand Attack? I mean, with the inconsistency of Mystery Dungeon, Suki's nodding, so we should swap Tail Whip for Sand Attack. What you're trying to tell me? Well, I was literally about to say that with all the inconsistency of the RNG of Mystery Dungeon games, where literally every move that isn't by definition a sure hit move can miss by default. Lowering accuracy isn't a top priority because your enemy can always miss from the get-go, but we shall see. Also, then again, yeah, boosting your own attack is usually always better than lowering a single enemy's defense, especially in Mystery Dungeon games where you can find yourself one versus Monster House. So that makes sense. You're just gonna sit there and mudsport? Yes, so much for Flail doing more damage when you're low health. I am pretty sure Eevee should be full health. Anyway, we level up. Good. Have a feint, so that you faint. Excuse me, I want those stairs, please. See? Missing by default. Oh yeah, right, you could change a lot of stuff in this one. Whatever that does. Actually, I don't need 2 maps. But team stats would be good in order to see when one of us is about to die. I shall try to remember the controls. Oh, now you're helping hand. Oh, wait, team. Oh, we have both. Alright, double abilities. There was something about that. And we just have both abilities. We have super luck and pressure. How nice. We are currently cringing. All our moves will fail. And now we're no longer cringing. Fool. That's starting to hurt a lot. I don't like that. You know, even though it's to some extent kinda going against most of what I said, I'm kinda already missing the advanced AI where your team members just seek out items to pick up in range by themselves. Anyway, reduce defense. Increase attack. Wait, that was... why is flail on that now? Wasn't helping hand on X. Doesn't matter. Defense lowered. Why is helping hand on B now? Am I just confused? Don't you try constrict me. Just boost that helping hand. Just boost that helping hand. They color-coded the seeds. Okay. Now then, very, very dangerous 6th floor. Let's see how much this ROM hack actually changed. I see. But what if we just go? See, it's that easy. Also, good night, Spec. Hope your sleep isn't poisoned. Okay, I shall shout if we need you. Okay, cool story. We get a protein and a calcium and an iron. And now a quick introduction to taxes. Excuse me? Paying taxes? and suddenly all your money is gone. How funny. We can't do anything about it. Well, we could just leave the guild, you know, do our own thing, build our own exploration team base. It worked before. Save. No save. Ah, this time we get the normal save menu and we got to see the proper get up animation. But when you don't get completely blasted out of your sleep. And look at the non-broken running animations. Or should I say, Eevee doesn't have a walking animation, Eevee just hops around. Which is much cuter anyway, but I do understand why they didn't opt for constant jumping in 3D, probably. Actually, no, I wasn't wandering around lost. I was about to get some jobs. Are they famous explorers? Oh yeah, they are very famous. Maybe you will find a Caterpie on this one. They are all wanted for committing tax fraud and not paying their fair share to the guild. So now we send other guild members after them to hunt them down and murder them in their sleep. Evil to naughty. And everything in between. Is that how you call it? Well, Irina, if you're scared of dangerous Pokemon, then you shouldn't form an exploration team and shouldn't go into mystery dungeons. There are a lot of dangerous Pokemon that just constantly spam whole room AoE moves on a single room floor, where every step could be your last, unless you come prepared with items or just save scum out of save states looking for the exact path in which you manipulate the RNG in a way that they never use the move. Not that I know anything about this. Obviously, I have never save scummed in my life. Stop crying and start explaining. I think that was what you're called for here. Now that's an incredibly worthy introduction. Room, room, another room, and a Pokemon I have no clue what they are doing. Thanks, now I'm much more informed. I'll know this place by heart tomorrow. Unless you add a mod that makes it so you have no consequences from dying. I mean, what? We don't die, we just faint. Save spot. Bank. It's not Pepperoni Bridge? No, no, it's not Pepperoni Bridge. Imagine not letting me link moves. So actually at this point, now that you mention it, let me try checking something out of curiosity, hoping that not everything explodes now. Currently it seems like everything is exploding. And now I just have 3 instances of Sky Temple because it wasn't reacting. Good, good. Patches. No, I'm afraid there will be a Electivire at the Electivire link shop. No cute Vulpix. What category would that fall in? Wasn't the disabling of you lose items when you die one of the normal patches? Or is that actually a proper mod someone else made? Okay, apparently it does not count as one of the default patches, so I can't tell you if this mod already disabled that you lose items or not. Though considering it's supposed to make the game harder, I would assume it does not. Which would suck. Like big time. Maybe I should look into this. But not now. That would be Poggies, please. Because as much as I can understand it as a mechanic to make it so you want to avoid failure and death at all costs, which might actually be harder since this is an older generation mystery dungeon game where tiny reviver seeds probably haven't been invented yet. Don't know if the ROM hack adds them in, but I would assume not. So just being immune to death for like 2 pages of inventory isn't a thing. And with the amount of randomness and the danger of actually existent monster houses, it's just kinda annoying that you just lose all or at least half of your stuff. Like all your good items just gone because of one stupid mistake. And even more so if the game has become harder and just throws fixed monster houses at you. So, for the sake of me actually enjoying to play this game, let's not. They just sell protein here, like right about now, and 2 reviver seeds. Not that I have any form of money for it. Look at their family relation actually making sense. It's Meryl and Azuriel and not Lickitung and... who was the other one? Yanma, Lickitung and Yanma, right. I mean, I don't judge if they want to be a family, let them be a happy family. But you know, Meryl and Azuriel just... it fits better. They indeed are peekabloos. Pika Blue and Pika Bluer. Only one missing is Pika Bluest. But then suddenly we are sensing that the apple might be poisoned. Yes, clearly. Personally, I would say that if you touch an apple and you hear screams for help, that apple might be poisoned. And yet we just let them go. How irresponsible. I'm sure that won't come back to bite us in the ass later. That is indeed correct, Oz. Though all we can do is assume that their mother might be Azumarill, because it would fit. Actually, now that we are playing as Absol, we don't even need the proper explanation for why the dimensional scream was the name even exists. Absol canonically has the ability to foretell disaster, and I think what is about to happen later can be called a disaster. So it just makes sense. No weird protagonist powers needed. Is Waterfall Cave a disaster? Well, I mean, technically it all plays into the end game. So yes, it is all tied to the biggest of all disasters, and that is time imploding. Because if time were to implode, it would never again become Absol Thursday, and that would be the biggest of all disasters. What do we have? Do we need that many orange berries? Well, the answer would probably be yes, but also we just start out with 16. Like 1/6 inventory slots. We cannot afford carrying all this stuff with us. Stun seed might be good, yes. God, we really have like absolutely no inventory space whatsoever. Can we please upgrade immediately? Anything else here to see? No. Well, there could potentially exist a mod for that. But then again, it would have to change a lot of the inner workings of the game, so I'm not sure how much you can actually mod that without hitting the limitations of the hardware. So I would also not be surprised if there isn't a mod like that. So I'm sorry, Tsuki, but I'm afraid you just have to sort out stuff that you don't need. Like, you don't need to bring along every little rock. Yeah, we are not talking about RAM. We're talking about actual in-game items that you can store at Kangaskhan storage. If the limitation was with RAM, I'm pretty sure the fact that I'm playing on emulator could easily bypass that. Like, I am pretty sure my PC has more than 128 megabytes of RAM. Otherwise, it would have already exploded just trying to run OBS and the emulator at the same time. Yes, in DX, Kangaskhan storage is unlimited, as it is in Super Mystery Dungeon. But that's modern games that were developed in a way where you do not just have a list of items, but actually more like the normal mainline Pokemon inventory, where you have a slot reserved for every unique item type, and that just stores a number of how many items there are. So rewriting the list into that full list would be slightly different. Especially considering how freaking many different items there are in Mystery Dungeon games. Even more so after the introduction of wands. Also, apparently that Drowsy is poisoned. We're getting another premonition. Or technically it's the same, but this time in HD. Yeah, we are probably just tired. Constantly being woken up by Krakilos screaming into our ears. The most efficient alarm clock, yes, for sure, but how about no? Also, what do you mean we can't just go off on our own? I'm pretty sure we can. Also, please take all my money. Thanks. Doesn't even give you a free apple, shaking my head. There's literally a louder alarm map on the Poketch in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. Well, it makes sense. It is a Pokemon that literally exists to be loud. I mean, I guess we are as ready as we can be, considering we don't really have money to buy anything. So why again do they need a siren to announce that they are updating the listings? I mean, yeah. But then again, this scene currently tells us that there is just a Pokemon on the other side. So the Pokemon on the other side could just say, "Attention, I'm gonna flip the board. Get your face away, please." And that's it. You don't have to put up a whole ass siren just because you're flipping a board. Look at the angry Eevee. I mean, maybe that would actually make sense. But then again, if someone didn't hear them, they would probably also not hear the siren. After all, it's not that loud. So much for we can't go off on our own, huh? Suddenly, we can be off on our own. Now then, good news is, Drowsy should very much be a psychic type. And opposite to what the game wants you to have, we have a dark type. Bad news. Let's see how much they made the dungeon harder in general. Considering we're in the earliest of early game and do not have any sort of countermeasure against monster houses. And off we go. Okay, Green Seed, what are you? Heal Seed. You just heal status effects, don't you? Status problems, yes. Also, boost attack. Nom. Boost defense. Well, both should generally be glass cannons. So Nom. And finally, special attack. I certainly don't need special attack on Serena, so here you go. Anything else? No, no, no. Okay, let's go. Rude, stop it. Also, after a helping hand and a feint, you still survive. That could be problematic. How about we just let them sleep and instead walk into something that probably knows a fighting type move. But it just perishes. Just like this burb also perishes. Nah, I'm just gonna go. Pardon, eh? Well, the problem is in this game there is no pushing your teammate, so I can't even back up, so I now have to be committed to murder. And immediately get poisoned. Lovely stuff. And I learned Taunt. Great! What does Taunt do again? Baby doll eyes. Reduces the attack of enemies up to 2 tiles away. Which, however, still means single target, right? Also, we have numbers on the hit ratio. But yeah, I don't need baby doll eyes, I think. Does that mean I get to see power of 6, hit ratio of 90? Power of 6? That's literally nothing. That is nothing. Now then again, Feint has only 5, so I guess that's just the numbers we have to work with. Breaks through protect, yeah, okay, Taunt. Well, if you look at our current HP, I don't think I want to force enemies into just attacking me. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, escape pod. How great. Do they actually leave me out of this story dungeon though? I forgot to count. But it doesn't seem to be... Yeah, it does not seem to be too bad. So maybe... this is the moment where we nom a berry. Hit him with the seed. Well, actually I want them to come to me, so this was utterly worthless. You running away now? Scratch. missed. Now he can't do anything. Now he can do anything. He tanks 3 hits. Well, hi. Okay, bye. Wow, that much to say, huh? Control back, automatic, give me the Oranberry. Something tells me I need them. Okay, stairs, easy peasy. You shall become my snack. So now we... Okay, we don't heal, we go. Really? Another one of you? Helping hand. Helping hand. Murder. And sand attack. I mean, if you just keep throwing sand and miss, I'm not complaining. Grass gummy. You know, these games, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Express of Sky has trained me to react every time I see the word gummy. But I'm afraid in this ROM hack I can actually not afford to just wander around aimlessly hunting the one Pokemon that has the gummy, especially since we don't need a grass gummy. And yes, I saw that accuracy lowering is good. That is indeed a Gibble. It is a very strong Gibble. Level 10. So you're gonna learn immediately another move? No? Okay, cool. Alright, also, the Geopebble is the one that just flies in an arc and is not homing. Also, damn, how low was the natural regeneration back in the day? I also am pretty much sure that Gibbles aren't supposed to be here. Paint. Scratch. And level up. Serena can now tell a teammate to what? Others. Message lock. I now learned the tactic wait there. Cool. Really? And I haven't even learned run away yet. Can you hit around corners? Apparently no, you can't. Oh yeah, it had no it had no effect. And it one-shot me. Whoops. Game crashed. Don't know how that happened. Also, just want to mention, that's how speed up looks like. So we have to go back to... I guess I'm gonna keep all 3 orange berries then? As well as keep the warp seed with us? Now that I know we could potentially run into something that literally one-hits us? So yeah, just store that. Here, take my money. How about we save right about here? So we don't have to redo all of that again. And now look at all that speedy progress we've been making. Real gamer moment. Okay, time to go into a new dungeon. Hi. Can I help you? Of course I miss. Why wouldn't I miss? Oh, helping hand. Exactly, imagine being able to stream a game and use speed up. Imagine running a Switch emulator, but 2 instances of itself to play with 2 controllers at the same time just to trade Pokemon across Sword and Shield with yourself. Where are we? We're here. I'm gonna Leer. I'm also gonna Sand Attack as it proceeds to not miss. Okay, cool. Scratch. Tackle. It still doesn't miss. It still does insane amounts of damage. And it still poisons us first turn. Wow, this game really hates me. And of course I miss, and of course you use Helping Hand. I am dead now, No, you use Leer. How about not missing? Okay, you hit the Eevee. How about not missing? No, baby doll eyes. Yes, no, no. Cool. Alright, also, I forgot. Boost attack. Boosts defense. Boost special attack. Are you Pekka Berry? Poison, eat me. And you Oran Berry. Also have I have, okay. You know, this ROM hack is actually something. It makes me scared of dashing through tunnels. I have properly hydrated and welcome Void. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. Now, do I get to heal? Get to heal a little bit, that's nice. Round, proceed. That's a burp. Assuming that I am not missing, this should be a snack. It was indeed a snack. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Except for maybe currently getting slightly stressed out that this difficulty ROM hack is actually doing a little bit more difficulty. That and RNG is completely screwing me over. Trying to improve, okay, that's good. Improve on what though? Oh, so the bird is running. But the bird is running, eh? I don't think so. Give me the XP. I am from Germany. Which means at any given point there is a chance that our incredibly functional German internet just dies for no reason. Oh, another bird. Surely one day I'll learn the key bindings. From Venezuela! Cool, cool, well come on in. So you're running again? Oh, you're running again. Eevee, kill it. Thanks. What are you? Decoy orb. What do you do? Turns an enemy into a decoy. What now? Ah. That's cool, but it's an orb. How do I choose who to target with an orb that should work on an entire room? Okay, so we're gonna do that again? We're gonna do this again? We're just gonna miss again? You're just gonna poison me again? That's how we're gonna play? No, you're using sand attack. Now I'm gonna miss everything. Your harden just perished. Thank you. Why is this just one giant long hallway that I now have to painfully slowly walk along just to not accidentally run into my demise? Spikes up. Oh, stick is probably good. This is a bird that should be a snack. It actually survived, but it doesn't matter. I have never changed movement speed too fast in the settings, no. So about how much of a problem are you going to be? Taunt is good. But you're gonna be a giant problem, because everything I have against you is weak. Okay, you're dead. So what you're telling me is movement speed. Probably have to confirm this. Yes. Change. Now our inventory is already full, really? Well then, let me just eat this. Now watch me run into stuff on accident because of the speed. Also, what floor was the boss supposed to be on again? Good news, there's the stairs. Bad news, that thing's already evolved. Can I please get out of here? Like, just go. Thank you. You're not evolved, you're okay. You're allowed to stay. You really just poison pointed me. Okay. Oh. Well, I can't be more poisoned than I already am. Sand attack does not have range, does it? No, but it can go around corners. Well, that's not helpful. Scratch, nice damage, nice, lovely. Die. Level. We can now tell our teammate the tactic. Wait here, cool. But how about run away? Okay. Dead end. Lovely. Wait, even if I can control the EV, this just gives me the berry to eat. Even with the ability to control my teammates, I have no means to let someone else heal someone else. Unless throwing works. Does throwing an orange berry at Serena heal Serena? Well, yes, I can choose eat, but can I then choose who eats it? Actually, I could just test it. Okay, cool. Growl. Yeah. Go ahead, growl. Die. Now back to automatic. How many Pokemon are there? Why am I poisoned again? Can RNG not at least be on my side once? There's not the stairs. Perish. Okay, don't perish. Well, that works too. Deal insane amounts of damage. Stairs? Has anyone seen stairs around here? That does not help against poison. There are the stairs, as well as a... I'll absolutely take that. I absolutely do not need that. Receipt. Still no boss battle. Still no boss battle. Boss battle. There was the good RNG I was talking about. Could really use that refresh move. Yeah. This little Eevee could really use the refresh move right about now. Also, I don't mind the game being paused for a moment again. What was it? Shift. Shift and button for saving. Only button for loading. Gotcha. Stop it right there, criminal scum. Drowsy, you bully. I think bully is an understatement. He's a criminal. He abducted the child. That's not bullying. That's outright illegal. Even Absol looking at that Eevee being like, oh, come on, really? You couldn't keep your act together. But even if Eevee is trembling, I just want to point out again, you should be a psychic type. I'm a dark type. This isn't a matchup made for you. Oh, I'll show you what we got. Step 1. Manual mode. Step 2. We go here. We use helping hand. Step 3, I mean, you're still a boss. I should probably still be wary about you. Now let's test how quickly they got rid of their status effects back in the day. Because in modern games, using anything but confusion is just completely useless because they just heal it the exact same turn you afflict it with. Which is bullshit on all accounts. Anyway, more helping hand. You're still petrified. Now the question is, the petrified status only works until you get attacked. Do status moves count as an attack though? Do they count as an attack? I'm not sure if that's because it counts or because it just wore off. Well, in that case, I got everything I needed. Sand attack. Sand attack. Good, good. Faint. Sand attack. Not good, but still doable. Confusion, not a psychic move. Why do I also get immediately confused? Irina woke up, then how about tackle? That's why I didn't use a strong move. Tackle! Tackle, please. Miss, good, good. Tackle, please. Thank you. Totally calculated. And we just walk by. Beat the drowsy. It's currently lying dead on the floor. Don't even pay it any attention, just walk by. And so they lived happily ever after. And we got a bigger bag. Thank you. 60 items is literally anything I need to carry around with me to not immediately die going into a dungeon. And we can play the special episode Bidoo's Wish. Maybe another time. I also love it how they just rub it into your face again. The job gave you 3,000 Poki, but they are just gonna take 2,700 away of it, like 90%. Now that's capitalism. But of course, it's all part of the training. That you're sitting on your lazy ass, doing nothing, but running your big mouth all day while a little Eevee goes catch bad guys for you. Also, I faintly remember something about you getting your ass whooped the one and only time you went onto an exploration with the Guildmaster. What about that? Want to talk about that? And yeah, in a rescue team they also just give you that small amount of money. I mean, it's fair. If you would literally get 2,000 to 3,000 per single mission, you would be so incredibly rich immediately that any other item would lose value. You couldn't even possibly spend all that money because Kecleon doesn't stock enough items to spend it on per day. It also kinda makes sense that in this game, seeing as you're not your own exploration team, you're literally working for the guild which trains you to be a proper exploration team, it makes sense that they get a part of the reward. Does it have to be 90%, and do they have to rub into your face that everyone in the world is a rich motherfucker that pays several thousand for a simple mission, but you only get the tiniest crumb of it, so you're always poor and can't afford the good items until late into the game? No, they don't. They could be saying like, oh, they pay you 500 for the mission. The guild gets 250, you get 250, everyone's happy. But no. I mean, true, how else would they keep this cult alive? How else would they fuel the Guildmaster's unhealthy addiction with perfect apples? That's true, yeah, that's true. So instead they should probably pay for treatment to cure the addiction. That would be cheaper in the long run. Oh yeah, thanks for the flashbacks of the things that happened 20 minutes ago. We do be loving our flashbacks. We're loving them so much we made it an ability in the game, and then we make flashbacks of when you had flashbacks through the ability. Flashbackception, exactly. Oh look, the Irish weather is back. We heard you liked flashbacks, so we gave you a flashback of that time you had a flashback. And in case you already forgot, here's a flashback of it. Me when flashbacks what? You mean how Absol is just lying there being like, make it stop? Yeah, that's a great sleeping pose. So I also wouldn't have minded. I don't know, is it the animation of being put to sleep as an effect? Or am I mixing that up with another game? Or am I just mixing it up entirely with fan art I saw once upon a time? Though I feel like I remember there being a sleeping Absol sprite that's more like the Eevee sprite, you know, all curled up and comfy. That would have worked well either. Do we actually ever get to see this specific time gear outside of this one sequence? I know the underground cave and the lake, yes, we come across both of those. Do we ever come across this one, or do they just show it to fill the numbers? Oh hey look, it's Tyranitar. So this Tyranitar looks weird somehow. It looks so small and nimble. Default sleep pose. Well, actually, I bookmark that. I did bookmark it. Let me take a look. Oh wait, that's not what I'm looking for. No, I didn't bookmark this one. That's the page I'm looking for. So, looking at the sprites, or the animations rather. There's one that's animated fainting. There's one that's called laying, which is the one we're currently seeing. And I did remember correctly. So there's the laying animation, which they do when they lie in bed. Then there's event sleep, which is the laying animation but with the animated head bob of the breathing, which they do when they actually sleep after they are done talking. And then there is normal sleep, which is, as I remembered correctly, the one that plays when you're put to sleep in a dungeon, which is the nice curled up comfy animation. Though I could imagine that it probably was too hard to animate, especially in the frame limit. But then again, no, there should be no frame limit. The game waits for the animation to finish, so you could make it as long as you want. But it still probably was too difficult to completely custom animate the waking part of the animation. Because if you just lie down and then stand up, that works. If you are all curled up and have to uncurl before standing up, that's more complicated to draw. So I assume that's the reasoning. But yeah, anyway. Still, that's a weird Tyranitar. Yes, we save. So, are we allowed to actually properly play the game now? Look for jobs on the boards. Yes, yes, good. Shut up. Goodbye. Also, this is a really weird Charmander. Charmander? No, Chameleon. Chameleon is the second one, right? Yes. What did you say? Was it something important? Oh, the signboard on the left. Yes, thanks. This thing that teaches me how to play. How do I talk to my partner? Didn't know this game teaches you how to not be socially awkward. They actually teach you how to not be socially awkward. That's awkward. I feel called out. Wait, press R to talk to your partner? I'm pretty sure you look at them and then... What do they mean outside of a dungeon? They mean outside of a dungeon. Okay, cool. Nice. So what you want us to do? Ah. Yes. The mission rankings are already up to E and D rank for the first two dungeons. So floor 3, 4 and 5 of the Drenched Bluff, which almost got us killed. For money, money and more money. So it's still probably the best we got. So we take that. Ah, I should have read that. Deliver big apple. We don't have a big apple. Well, we still have to manually accept them, so we just need to get to floor 4 and then we can leave. That's good. How big is our inventory now? Doesn't say here. So I would assume they just gave us 8 new slots. So we're up to 24 now. I thought they only do that in anime. Hey, could you please finish your sentence? Hopes and dreams. This is... What is this? What? Tell me. Good thing I already know. Hi, please store my money, thanks. Still can't link moves. Also, linking moves isn't free in this game, is it? Drinking and gambling, yeah. But no drinking and gambling yet. Very sad. No turning gummies into smoothies. And getting random strangers to give you their child. Just because you drank the drink well. Rock, proper rock, apple, gummies that we don't need. And stuff we couldn't even afford if we wanted to. Let's look at the TMs that we can absolutely not afford. What are we missing? Psychic. That's a damn good move. I can't afford it though. Fire. You... In this ROM hack they literally already sell high-end endgame items for evolution. I mean, good thing I don't need the Firestone because... No, actually... Oh no, wait, they changed the dungeons anyway, so I can't take it for granted which Pokemon appear where, so... There's a chance we won't see a Vulpix anytime soon, so I don't need a Firestone yet after all. Not that we could get it. How much space do we have? Yep, we are up to 24. 1 apple. Here's paralysis, yeah. 3 orange berries, decoy orb. Eliminates poison. One paralysis, 1 poison, 1 apple. So this is the only thing I can put out. So we have a whopping 8 inventory slots to collect new stuff. Cool. Then I guess we gotta save. And then we go die again. No wait, Mount Bristle was the dangerous one. Drench Bluff was the one before that. Where we got the pearl. Which means, as I assume, it's not scripted for the mission, but rather they changed the dungeon to be like that. It's good that we don't have to get to floor 6, because floor 6 will always be a single room monster house, I would assume. Oh boy. Well, it's only floor 4 and this should be a slightly easier dungeon, so... Oh yeah, automatic. Let's do a little bit of exploring, I guess. Get some XP, hopefully find some items. Oh yeah, you're evolved, you tank a lot. Ah yes, all the items. Exactly as intended. And at least we get rocks and that weird seed. And more orange berries. Imagine actually being happy to find orange berries. Okay, good. Next floor. That's the stairs, that's some money, but we can just explore. Perish. Oh god, don't do this to me, game. Don't do something that stops me mid-movement upon entering a room of this size. I almost thought this was a monster house again. Blast seed. That's very good. The red seeds, always taking. Glowing golden seeds, always taking. I guess we're back to a helping hand. You are probably the bigger threat right here. And you shall be blinded. Which does not stop you from hitting, but... that's fine. More rocks. Another blast seed? Game, are you trying to tell me something? Memory tells me that blast seeds weren't that common. Burp. No. Yes. Perish. I said perish. Next floor, last part of the mission. Get tackled. Or flail, that works too. Level up, 11, good. Nice XP. Stun seed, good. Getting all the good items as intended. What did you do? Message log, harden. I don't like that. Helping hand. Attack boost to counteract the defense boost. And it did. And it's a dead end. There's Mudkip here. Means we have to get back as soon as we can recruit Pokemon. Everything dies. That's nice. What's the mission here again? Ah yes, we are looking for you. Hi. Magically transported away. We accepted 3, we discarded 1 because we don't have a big apple, so that's everything. Floor 4. We can leave, yes. Heal seed. Okay. And you give us only money and 15 points. How many points do we need again to rank up? Probably a lot. Yes, of course I'd like to save. Still looking at jobs. Yes, yes. What do we have today? Mount Bristle. Sea mission. I want the gummies. But also, Mount Bristle. Essentially clearing the full dungeon. At least we can keep the missions in storage. I guess we just accept even more missions. Help in my Pokemon search. Somewhere on a random floor, but not on 5 and 9. Nah. Oh, you're right, I have to actually choose which ones to do. I guess a quick tour to Beach Cave it is. I'm not even gonna bother with the outlaw board. Because being thrown into a random boss fight in the middle of the dungeon seems like a bad idea right about now. No, nothing changed. You are still chasing hopes and dreams, yes. The link shop there now? Did anything change like at all? No. Game just being like, cool, you now know how to play. Go play the game. Green gummy, yellow gummy. We could afford 2, but none of those benefit either of us. Store. Sort. I guess since the rock is better than the stick and this rock also only travels in a direct line, we store the stick. Actually, we don't even store the stick because storage is limited. We're gonna sell it. Since I don't expect to run into a boss fight, I'm gonna leave both blast seeds behind. Yes, the rock is mightier than the stick. Where a stick wavers and breaks under pressure, the rock does not. It perseveres and smashes through every windshield you throw it at. Please do not throw rocks at actual windshields. Stun seed is always good, warp seed is always good. I'm also gonna leave that behind, hoping that we may find one if we need it. So that we have at least a little bit of storage. Hi. No, not buy. Sell. Seven stick for 7 pokey. What a steal. And now we go off on one last quick mission for today. Beach cave, yes, let's go. Now, where are all the good items? There are the stairs, nice, but where are the items? You be gone. That's not be gone. I said be gone. Good. Stop it and perish. Wow, all the good items today I see. At least we get some XP. Oh, hi! What do you know? Splash. Oh, you know how to be evaporated in an instant. It's another mudkip. Come here. I'm here to help you. No, I'm pretty sure we have more to do. They already put poison spike traps into the first dungeon. I mean, yes, they made the game a little bit harder. That they did. That's just a dead end. That's a Pokemon in my way. Or should I say that's EXP standing in my way, very conveniently. Who are all of you? Go away. And go away. I said you're to go away. This is private property now. $63. Irina really being pissed. This is just a dead end. Okay, next floor. Destination floor. Good, good. Items though? Any items? Okay, yes, that does qualify as items. No, I'm gonna stay here. I'm just gonna regularly finish the dungeon normally. Because that literally was it. There we get a heal seed and rock. Actually, the good rock. And 10 whooping points. Mudkip saved. An incredible 100 pokey and 10 points. We should get some sleep too. Indeed, sleep is good. as we hit the chapter transition to the next chapter. Which means this is an even better stopping point. Surf and return to menu. Now that's some slightly more decent artwork right there. But yeah, as I said, 3 hours. It's been 3 hours already. Which also kinda means it is now 5 AM for me. Which means I should probably do the sleeping too. In which case, we go over here, we do this. Thanks for coming and sticking around, even though this was a completely unplanned and unannounced impromptu stream. We will continue this whenever I find the time. As Thursday will continue to be reserved for good old Absol Thursday, where we continue Mystery Dungeon DX. Still got to see what I do on Monday. If I don't find anything, which means if I don't get the which controls Isaac to work by then, we might continue this on Monday. Stay tuned. But yeah, I would very much assume at this time there's nobody live that I could raid. That seems to be the case, yes. I'm just gonna put on the very short music for today. You have a nice rest of your time zone. And I will be seeing you around. Goodbye.